Blessings, and welcome to episode 12 of Exploring Esoterica, Lilith from Demon to Feminist Icon. The story of Lilith represents one of mythology's most fascinating evolutionary journeys, spanning over 4,000 years of human cultural development. Her origins can be traced back to ancient Mesopotamia, where she first emerged as a fearsome night demon known as Lilith. These early incarnations were portrayed as malevolent spirits that posed particular threats to pregnant women and infants, with descriptions of breasts filled with poison instead of milk. Archaeological evidence includes the old Babylonian terracotta Burney relief from around 1800 BCE, which was once thought to depict Lilith, but is now believed to represent the goddess Inanna Ishtar. In Mesopotamian culture, Lilith made her earliest known textual appearance in the Gilgamesh epic around 2000 BCE. The tale describes her as a demoness dwelling in a sacred tree, nurtured by the goddess Inanna. When confronted by the hero Gilgamesh, who slays a serpent at the tree's root, Lilith flees into the desert. This established her enduring association with wilderness and desolate places, a theme that would persist throughout her mythological development as she spread into Hittite, Egyptian, and Israelite lore. The Hebrew Bible contains just one direct reference to Lilith in the book of Isaiah, where she appears as a wilderness demon or night creature. This brief mention suggests that ancient readers were already familiar with her reputation, requiring no additional explanation of who or what she was. Later translations often interpret her name as Screech Owl, emphasizing her nocturnal nature. The Dead Sea Scrolls include a Hebrew incantation text that lists Lilith among evil spirits to be expelled, indicating her established place in Jewish demonology during the Second Temple period. The Babylonian Talmud, compiled between 500 to 600 CE, describes Lilith as having long hair and wings, warning against sleeping alone at night lest she attack. The text also portrays her as a succubus who seduced Adam during his separation from Eve, becoming the mother of demons. Archaeological evidence, including protective incantation bowls from 6th century Babylonia, reveals that people sought protection from Lilith, hag, and snatcher, even using symbolic divorce writs to banish her from households. A dramatic expansion of Lilith's story occurred in the early Middle Ages with the alphabet of Ben Sira, written between the 8th and 10th centuries CE. This text introduced what would become one of the most enduring aspects of her legend, her role as Adam's first wife. According to this account, Lilith was created from the same earth as Adam and demanded equality, refusing to submit to his dominance. When Adam attempted to force her compliance, she uttered God's ineffable name and flew away from Eden to the shores of the Red Sea. The tale continues with God sending 3 angels to retrieve her, but Lilith refuses to return. As punishment, she is cursed to lose 100 of her demon children daily, which prompts her vengeful targeting of human infants. However, she swears an oath that children wearing amulets inscribed with the 3 angels' names would be spared. This narrative, though likely intended as satirical, became deeply embedded in Jewish folklore and shaped future interpretations of Lilith's character. In medieval Jewish mysticism, particularly in the Kabbalah tradition, Lilith's role expanded further. The 13th century text, known as the Zohar, positioned her as the dark counterpart to the Shekinah, divine presence, essentially casting her as the queen of demons and consort to Samael, Satan. She became known as the mother of apostasy and was believed to cause the Shekinah to flee through her mere presence. The Zohar even includes a legend of God castrating Samael to prevent the demonic couple from overwhelming the world with their offspring, though Lilith continues to produce demon children through seducing sleeping men. Medieval and Renaissance Christian art often incorporated Lilith into depictions of the fall of man, despite her absence from biblical accounts. Hugo van der Goes's 15th century painting, The Fall of Adam, and Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel fresco portrayed the Eden serpent with a woman's upper body, reflecting the syncretistic merging of Lilith's legend with the Genesis narrative. Literary references proliferated through works like Goethe's Faust, where she appears during the witch's Sabbath scene as Adam's first wife, and in pre-Raphaelite art and poetry, particularly Dante Gabriel Rossetti's Lady Lilith painting and related poems. The modern era has witnessed perhaps the most dramatic reinterpretation of Lilith's character. Feminist thinkers, beginning in the 1970s, reclaimed her story as one of empowerment rather than cautionary tale. Judith Plasko's influential 1972 work, The Coming of Lilith, reimagined her as Eve's ally against patriarchal oppression rather than her demonic adversary. This new perspective inspired various feminist initiatives, including the naming of both a Jewish women's magazine and the all-female concert tour Lilith Fair in her honor. Contemporary pop culture continues to reinvent Lilith across various media, from horror films to fantasy literature. She appears as everything from a vampire queen to a psychiatric character in modern television, demonstrating her versatility as a cultural symbol. Authors like C.S. Lewis incorporated her into fantasy literature, with his Chronicles of Narnia featuring the White Witch as a daughter of Lilith, while James Joyce referenced her in Ulysses as the patron of abortions. The evolution of Lilith from feared demon to feminist icon reflects changing societal attitudes toward female power and autonomy. Her story has been continuously reinterpreted to address each era's particular concerns and aspirations regarding gender roles and authority. What began as a simple night demon in ancient Mesopotamia has become a complex symbol of female empowerment and resistance to patriarchal control, demonstrating mythology's capacity to evolve alongside human society's changing values and perspectives. This has been a presentation of Black Moon Publishing.